The moment we're born, we begin to die. Life's funny like that. Like a joke someone tells to break the ice, but forgets to give the punchline.
Like God's our dad, and when he tells our story, he thinks he's being funny. But to the kids, it's a grim fairy tale.
So it's not happily ever after.
It's happily ever afterlife.
And we're just here living this thing out, trying to find reasons to laugh along the way at the things we do.
Like tripping up the stairs,
Snorting when we laugh.
or forgetting to put on underwear. As if it ever did that much anyway. Yeah, we're just children here.
Just as wide-eyed and curious as the next, easily distracted by pretty colors and stupid smiles.
Distracting ourselves with petty wars while we're jogging for miles like we ever needed that much exercise. And I know what you want to say to me. I've heard it too.
They say for every hour of exercise,
You live another hour longer. Yeah, I know. But did you ever notice that the hour you spent running sweaty in a circle was another hour of your life you couldn't wait to get through? When we don't have that much time to spare.
And I just keep waiting for some wise elder to show up at my doorstep one day saying, "Here, son, take some of my time. I don't have that much left anyway, and I think you'd have more use for it than me." I'd politely decline at first.
That's the right thing to do. But once he insisted, I'd take that extra year and I'd go traveling and see the world with my son on my back, so that when I am that old man, my son would carry me on his. And maybe, if I could, I'd offer him the last year or two of my life. If I could.
But I've spent too many nights afraid for no reason at all, crying in my bedroom long after everyone else has gone to sleep, afraid of leaving this all behind. And for a moment, I feel like I can remember how scary it must have been to be born.
Because children don't smile for a long time after entering this world. And I don't blame them. Imagine taking everything you've known your entire life and in the last moment turning it upside down. Like following the light at the end of the tunnel into a cold world. And for the first time,
You hear your own voice.
for the first time,
You gasp for breath without even knowing what it means to breathe.
for the first time you see the world for what it really is. I guess the same thing could be said for those on their deathbeds. Like we're just here chilling in the womb of Mother Earth in a kind of halfway house for humanity, waiting for our time to come.
And it's funny that most of us decorate our cribs like we own the place.
When we're just renting for a while.
No matter how much land you have or how many hands you hold along the way, it's all just sand in a bottomless hourglass.
But hell, maybe there is a bottom to it all. Like those bottomless glasses of soda they sell at restaurants. When I was 5, I couldn't wait to see how they did it. Put a hole in the bottom of my cup without spilling it all over. As you can imagine,
I was a little disappointed when I discovered there was no magical portal to another world in the bottom of my glass.
bottomless just meant they'd refill it every time it got close to hitting bottom. And it makes me wonder if God gave them that idea.
What if God is serving us some sort of bottomless existence, living that neither goes on forever nor ever truly ends, but life that merely gets
refilled
whenever we've drunk it down enough?
What if we're recycled, like the old gives way to the new because there's only so much room on the planet?
And if we all drank from the fountain of youth, things might get a little more crowded, like it's not already packed enough. Death is the one trip we don't have to pack our bags for.
And I don't know about you,
but I don't have that much left to pack anyway. Just a few memories I'd like to hold on to, like the first time I fell in love.
Or when I saw my son for the first time and cried. Those I'd like to hold on to, at least for a little while, before my slate is wiped clean like a newborn baby coming into a new world without sin,
without pride,
with curiosity and slowly opening eye.
Because even though babies do not smile for a long time outside of the womb, I've heard it said that they do smile inside the womb, even before they should know how to.
And it could be an accident, but I believe it is because for a moment, right after we die,
we still remember who we are.
And so we smile,
knowing that even though we will forget everything in 9 short months, at least our glass will be refilled.
I like to think of it like that. Even if it isn't really me coming back to life, it's a part of what I once was. And that's enough to make this all worth it.